So I'm going to be going through the Wu Hao 8 movement. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to step with our feet parallel like on train tracks. And the first movement is stand like a tree. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend my knees to raise my hands. Now when I do this, activating the middle finger, and it's like you're holding a ball, a chi ball, between your hands. You don't want your hands like this, or like this, or like this. You want them nice and balanced, and you want a space 35 degrees between your side, and so it's just like this. So we're going to start with, that was an exaggerated version, but we're going to start like this. Then what we're going to do is we're going to shift our weight to the left, and I'm facing 12 o'clock right now, so I'm going to move to 1:30. I'm going to move to 1:30. Now when I'm in this position, I've got about 80 or 90% of my weight here. My toe is up, my toe's on the ground and my heel is up. And this wrist is even with my shoulder and this hand is here. Then what I'm going to do at 1:30 is I'm going to turn my hands, sink, just sink my weight down. Then I'm going to step to where my hip is going to go over my foot. And when I do that, what's going to happen is if I drag my foot back, I'm going to have this distance right here. So I'm here, I drag my hand down, I step, and the first move is lazy to tie coat. Now you'll see that I still have that fist distance. My weight is about 70% here, 30% here, shifted forward, but I never want my knee to go over my toe. That's going to cause an issue. And the other thing I never want to do is pronate my leg in. I want to keep a nice straight angle down to where I'm rooted into the ground. And this foot is at 45 degrees at 1:30. This foot is 90 degrees at 12. So this is lazy to tie coat. This finger is equal to my third eye, right between my eyebrows. And this hand is here. Remember to always tuck your chin, and to tuck your hips so that your spine stays straight. So this is where I'm headed. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to match my hands like this, and then I'm going to sink my weight. So now I'm shifting through the 50-50 midline, sink my weight back to this leg, and I'm going to do something called open close half step. Now notice the distance here, I'm going to do my half step, it's going to be halfway between where I was and where I am. And this is going to be in line. There's a rule. Always have your wrist and your shoulder in alignment. And this is kind of a pushing motion, like I'm holding a ball kind of. I'm pushing somebody away. Same thing, feet on railroad tracks. So I'm not going to be here tight, not going to be way out here, not going to be way back here, I'm going to be right here. Next step is I'm going to move to 9 o'clock. So I'm going to step back to 9 o'clock and my hands are going to come down as I step. Now what you're doing in Tai Chi is you're always making sure that your left and right sides are balanced, your lower and upper are balanced, inner and outer are balanced. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to rotate my foot. Notice I'm not moving my hands around. I'm just rotating my foot down here and my hands are following. I'm going to move this to as much to 90 degrees as I can. And then this foot is going to pivot as these hands come up to this position. Once I'm here, you want to make sure you're again this distance between there. You don't want to be here, you don't want to be here, right here. And if you don't land here, it's okay. You can always adjust. Just make sure you're at 45 and 90. Now I'm here. I don't want my elbow up here. I don't want it way down here and tight. I want it at 35 degrees. And just, I'm protecting this part of my body. Now I'm going to windshield wiper down. Notice I don't just do this. I turn my whole body. So I turn my whole body to 10:30. So I'm here. I turn turn my body to 1030. And right when my weight is here, I'm gonna step, heel, go through 50-50 to where I'm at 70-30 again. Now this is brush knee palm strike. I'm striking with this part of my palm and I'm in line with my center. This hand is here by my side. So I'm not over here, not over here. Hand is like this, right here. Then what I'm gonna do, remember, here and here are even too. Now I'm gonna turn my body to 1030 as I drag my hand down. It all happens at once. Then I'm gonna shift my weight to my left foot. Double grab, always have soft hands, don't be tight. Double grab, and then you can tap here to make sure you're going in the right direction. Double punch. Eventually you will just move through, but it's always good when you're learning to do, when I've gone double grab, to do a little tap here so that you end up here. So as I do my double grab, how I'm gonna punch is like, it's like this, and you're aiming for your mirror image right here. So as I do my double punch, I'm gonna, see I'm even, and then I'm doing this rule again, right? Now I'm gonna do tighten the horse, so I can come back, just to check myself. This hand is up, and this hand is up. So I'm doing like this, up to the sky. Now my left hand stays still as my left hand goes back, and the right hand comes over, and I end up lazy to tie coat again. Now my fingers touch fingers, and then this is the ending move. Come down here, slowly come up, gathering chi, and I cross like this, right hand over left, and then I come down, left hand over right, and end up my hands together, and we do a bow or a salute, and we finish the move.